welcome back. It's Melora, and I'm here with another guest.
Hi, I'm Chance.
So Chance, you go to original campus at Kent.
Yes, I go to Twinsburg Academic Center. It's super fun. I love it.
And then you don't have like an actual major, but what are you looking into?
No, yeah, I'm exploratory, but I'm interested in digital media production, journalism, applied media, anything like that.
And then you do make music on the side.
Yeah, I produce. It's just a hobby. But
Yeah. So, okay. So I guess I kind of want to start off. I know like music is like you're really into it and you know a lot about it, but you're kind of like getting into films. I would say more, right?
yeah,
I think you're like more open to seeing.
yeah.
Like,
But I only watch good movies. So
okay, yeah. So I kind of want to start off by asking your top 4 or 5 films. And do you have a letterbox that you're
I
gonna put?
do have a letterbox. You can find it at Chance Fabulous.
Awesome. Okay, so what's your top 5 movies?
Iron Giant number 1 always. Pulp Fiction number 2. Stand by Me number 3. Forrest Gump 4. And that new Tim Robinson movie Friendship at number 5.
Okay, so would you say there's like a common like theme between like any of those movies, or
Yeah.
like what do you like about those movies, I guess, and what's the theme for you?
They're all great and they all make me cry every time I watch them.
Okay.
So no, I like comedy. I like coming of age. Yeah, anything I can laugh at.
Okay. Anything like production wise about them that you like a lot, or like do you find yourself picking up on things like that, or do you just like are you more of a watcher? Because I feel like I'm more of like I don't.
No, I'm like an analyzer.
Are you? Okay. Yeah.
No, I mean, not entirely, but I appreciate good production. So
What kinds of things do you look for in good like movies? Like production-wise.
Pacing.
Pacing. Okay.
If the timing's off, I can't do it. The Long Walk came out last week or so, and that had incredible pacing.
Okay. Yeah. And then similar question, what are your top 5 albums? And kind of like, again, I feel like you'd say you're more knowledgeable on music.
Sure.
So, yeah, again, what are your top 5 albums? And then same thing with the production.
Top 5 albums. My favorite album of all time is Chet Baker Sings by Chet Baker. Great jazz trumpet player. He started singing. It was awesome. I love Mad Villainy by MF Doom and Madlib. I love 3D Country by Geese. Great rock band. I love Imaginal Disc by Magdalena Bay. What am I at for?
I think, yeah.
We'll say Offline by JPEG Mafia.
Okay. So, for those albums, what do you notice about the production that you like so much?
Yeah, there's not particularly too much in common with my picks except maybe Mad Villainy and Offline by JPEG. Those are both experimental rap, which is one of my favorite genres. But otherwise, I love Chet Baker Sings because it's the exact opposite of that. It's so stripped down and mellow. The Mag Bay album and the Geese album, just great, solid songwriting. Synth pop for Mag Bay, and Geese is pretty straight rock. So, I like a lot of things.
What is your process like for when you're making music for someone? And actually, I guess like the listeners probably don't really know, like Chance produces music for other artists. So
yeah, I produce abstract hip hop, jazz rap, boom bap, anything of the sort. And it really depends on the rapper or singer I'm working with. I try to make sure I never stray away from my sound, but I also adapt to the artist I'm working with.
Okay.
So it's really case by case.
And how'd you get into music? Like, I guess what did you grow up on? I'll first ask.
I grew up on everything. Because I'm really in love with hip hop, and I grew up on my dad showed me the Beastie Boys when I was really young. I still love them. Otherwise, like, my dad and my mom liked the first 3 Kanye albums, and that had a big influence on my production for sure, because he was such a pioneer of sampling. And my dad liked more 90s stuff like LL Cool J. He'd show me NWA, and they both liked rock, which I didn't really get into. It's kind of one of those cases where you listen to your parents' music so much that you kind of grow this disdain for it.
I actually have the opposite problem.
I mean,
I like hated it so much when I was little, and then like I started realizing like, oh, this actually is good.
I mean, I don't have a problem with.
No, I know what you mean, but
yeah.
No, I get what you mean. And then, how did you get into actually like producing for other people?
Production? Well, I was a really big fan of, as I mentioned before, MF Doom, JPEG Mafia, and I think they're some of my favorite producers of all time. And I was just like, well, you know, I have all this free time, I might as well just try it. So, around my sophomore year of high school, I was flipping shoes a lot, so I would, you know, buy a pair of Jordans, sell them, which is pretty frowned upon, but it's quick money. And I sold this one pair, and I bought a MPC, which is like this little machine that you can use to program drums or chop up samples on. And I just started practicing. I would remake my favorite beats from scratch to see what the process was like, and then I started applying that to my own music. So yeah,
that's interesting. Okay, I guess kind of like switching from music, because I also have other types of entries on my list besides music and films. So kind of switching to books, I also know that you are very into comic books.
Yeah.
I guess if you could like choose one book, what would you recommend?
Well,
okay,
I'll give my backstory on comic books, because when I was a kid, I wanted to know about comic books because my dad was into them. My dad has been collecting since he was in middle school. He goes to the shop every week, and he would give me books for me to read and tell me to just look at the pictures until I figure out the words. And so I've just grown up on comics. So yeah, that's just been a huge staple in my life. If I could recommend one, I'm reading Absolute Batman right now. That's pretty incredible.
Okay.
It's a really interesting take on the character. So.
What about like, kind of like Vincent and I talked about this. Like, are there any books that you read in school that you like?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of Mice and Men was pretty great.
Yeah, that's a good book. I forgot about that.
I read this book called They Both Die at the End. That was great. We read Macbeth. I love Macbeth. So yeah, there's a lot of good books.
Yeah.
If I could recommend one, I don't think everybody's read They Both Die at the End. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good book.
Yeah. Okay. Again, switching to video games. I have Life is Strange on my list, and again, I kind of already talked about it with my other podcast. But I love Life is Strange. I recommend it to everyone. I really like the first one. I think it's so good. There's definitely flaws with it, and I kind of already like talk about this on my website a little bit. But I also really like True Colors, which is like one of the sequels. I guess they're all like set in the same universe. But yeah, what about you though? Obviously you're super into video games as well. I know. Well,
yeah. My favorite franchise of all time is Little Big Planet. Grew up on those. That taught me how to be creative, taught me how to make friends. Little Big Planet 2 is incredible, but I can't really recommend those. You can't play them that much anymore unless you're offline. Borderlands 4 just came out. I've been on that nonstop. That's great. It's a really true return to form for the franchise. Otherwise, I play Destiny, I play Overwatch, and I'm always playing Fortnite, even though I'm really bad at it. I love it.
Okay. And then, what about TV shows?
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's probably the best show of all time. Yeah, there's really no competition. I Think You Should Leave on Netflix, Tim Robinson's show. That's great. I just started Detroiters, his other show. It's really funny so far.
Okay.
Yeah, I love comedy.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess you kind of already answered this, but like, what kind of genres do you go for? You said obviously comedy.
Comedy, coming of age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a lot of like friendship
Yeah.
comedy movies,
Yeah.
I guess.
I like sci-fi. I love Star Wars.
Okay.
I didn't
Yeah.
mention it, but I love Star Wars.
Yeah.
So.
And then switching to YouTubers. But yeah. So I know like whenever we first met, we both like kind of bonded over liking slushy noobs.
Yeah.
I know you don't watch them as much anymore, but what other YouTubers do you watch?
Hive Mind.
Yeah.
Shout out Hive Mind.
Yeah.
The greatest Detroit music trivia channel. Unmatched. They're so good.
Yeah. I know you've also been watching a lot of like Good Mythical Morning recently.
Oh yeah, I always watch.
You know, I grew up on them. But, what about upcoming releases that you're looking forward to? Whether it be music, movies, TV, video games.
There's plenty. I guess movies will start there. I'm seeing one battle after another tonight. Really excited for that. It's got great reviews so far. I'm really excited for the Batman Part 2.
Oh.
They probably haven't even started filming, but Batman Part 1 was my favorite superhero movie. Spider-Man Brand New Day. Yeah,
Yep.
that's about it for movies. Geese's new album, Getting Killed, comes out tonight. There's new Magdalena Bay on the way.
Oh, really?
I could go on and on for music. Games, Deltarune, next chapter comes out this year. Super hype. Or next year, sorry. And I didn't mention Deltarune or Undertale, but those games shaped me too.
So, I actually just recently made Chance watch the Samurai Champloo with me over the past like 2 months or so. And yeah, they just really like announced a movie, if you haven't heard, and I want to know your thoughts on it.
Yeah, well, I thought the show was fun. It was a fun watch. I liked Jeremiah until he became a bad person. And I guess I was Team Conrad, but I was really Team Cam Cameron, if you know, you know. I guess spoilers if you haven't seen it, but I think the show should have ended 4 episodes earlier than it did, and I think the movie's unnecessary. I think the cliffhanger of not knowing what happens in Paris would have been really good, and it would have let people figure it out, because it's a little different than the books. And I don't know, I think it dragged on a little too much.
That's fair. And then I guess my last question is, what are your favorite releases from this past year? Could be anything.
Okay. Borderlands 4 game. The singles for the new Geese album have been incredible. Taxes is maybe song of the year. My personal album of the year is the new Clips album, Let God Sort 'Em Out, and of course Vanisher. Vanisher season is upon us, so yeah, that was a great album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, mostly music. Long Walk was incredible. Made me cry my eyes out.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Sinners was good.
Weapons
Was good. Super Late was good. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to,
No problem.
sit down with me. I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Do you have anything you want to plug for the audience?
Chance Fabulous everywhere.
It's
All
true.
socials
It's true.
everywhere.
And you can follow my Letterboxd. It's went to the arcade with a 2 instead of a TO. On like pretty much everything. Yeah. And yeah, check out my website. Yeah. Thanks for watching or listening.